the nosebleed section.
Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Barndo. Tonight I'm just doing a short little replay for WootWoot in their MLCW endeavours. So far this season you can see 1, 2, 3 and 4 perfect wars on WootWoot's side, but on the enemy opponents you see a lot of very high scores, 2, 43, 41, 45, 44, a loss to JTJ and then 43 to Legacy. So Season 2 is only the 11 Town Hall 11s and then 4 Town Hall 8s. It's going to change for Season 3, but definitely still fun. You can see 5 attacks saved on WootWoot's side. There was a few Town Hall 11s and one of the Town Hall 8s didn't show. Obviously the perfect war and just the 13 3 stars to Legacy. Now let's have a look. I'm going to show 4 of the best hits, which I thought were 88 on number 2. And then there were 4 6-packs. Now, what was interesting, 4 Town Hall 9 6-packs. Josie Wales, 88 Gundiver, Ryan all took the 6-packs. Ryan had a fresh 6-pack, I think it was, so fresh hit. Now, obviously, you've got Town Hall 8s opening for Town Hall 9, so you don't see as many fresh hits here. But what do we got from 88? It was a Shattered Gobo Lava Loon. Quite a wide split from the 2 Golems, but it allows for a quick, a good, concise herd, and then that's going to allow you to get your king. Old Jimmy Bob goes into the middle, the queen, and then the bowlers go through the guts as well. So Lava Loon tail end, so she's going to use the heal spell for her kill squad, and that does help keep those bowlers going. They're an absolutely huge integral part, and just look how far the kill squad goes. Eventually the queen's going to die to a cannon, but just the 2 air defences left, only 3 archer towers, 1 wizard tower, but there was the Tesla farm, so you see that 1 haste, that's all she had for air. That gets used, and used quite well. You can see lots of loons left. She did have a few loose units, a couple of wizards there at the end, and what's good is always having those loons, if you can finish them on the storage area, and that's exactly what's happened, and she saved that 1 wizard because they've gone off. So plenty of time in the bag, but great re-hit. Thank you, Mother, for the rabbits to 3 stars. Now let's have a look at gun. This is me on number 3. I've gone in with a Stone Gobolo, and it wasn't a fresh hit. I think it was Manlet might have got a 97 or a 98%. Using a very similar strat, so I just thought I'd just tweak it a touch, and killing that mortar at the start there allowed me to path my golem. I wanted my golem to path over there so I could just adjust to how my wall breakers went in. You see quite a simple herd there on the side, not too hard, and the aim being was to get the kill squad in the middle there and to remove all 4 air defences. Now, unfortunately, the queen didn't play ball. There's only only loons for the tail. I did have a couple of baby dragons just in case I needed spot tanks, and there was the donated Skelly spell for the enemy queen, but there was nowhere really to drop it at an opportune moment. So I've just kept onto it, and you can see now the loons are just doing their job. There's a couple of haste to move them around if need be. Wasn't really needed, but used it anyway. So yeah, pretty simple knockoff winner. You got someone doing a 97-98% raid to start off with. You want to make sure you're not too tricky. The first raid he did jump off to the left and move him around, whereas I've just sort of adjusted to the middle. So we'll have a look at number 5. This is probably what I'm going to say the raid of the war. Queen charge followed by Hog's tail, and what I really liked about it was seeing the entry and the exit into the queen cell here. You see 4 healers, so it's a bit of a risk on not knowing if there was heat seekers there to take out a healer. Definitely don't want to lose a healer to that kind of a raid. Shitloads of hogs, 21 hogs, and then clan castle hogs as well, and the 2 heals to go with those. Now up to 3-point defences. What worked really well with this, test wall breaker. I was sort of watching that and thinking, what's going to happen here? And it was just a test to be able to get perfect timing on those wall breakers at the end there. If that archer tower had died, then those wall breakers would have gone funny. That one wall breaker drew the Clan Castle, Valk, and the Witch, and just by themselves they just do nothing. So unfortunately didn't get the baby at the same time, but then drops out old Jimmy Bob on the 9 o'clock position there to start doing a bit of herding as well, and that's going to force that queen charge. She's actually going to go up the guts, and what an interesting concept to come through. Use a few hogs there, surgical outside on those point defences, and the queen, she's going to go through the middle there, took out the baby dragon, gets the enemy queen. Jimmy Bob runs up the guts as well. I'm curious to whether he could have got away with no heals. Absolutely smashed it. Definitely didn't need that one at the end there, but smashed it down. So great raid, Josie. 6-pack war, of course. It was a good fun war. The Legacy, a little bit of banter in the organisation channel with the admins, and that just makes them enjoyable. Win or lose, bit of banter, a bit of a, we're going to smash his, makes it really interesting and fun. Now, you can see the Queen, this was a fresh hit, so you didn't know what was in the Clan Castle, didn't know what was happening, but the Queen being so exposed there, old Jimmy Bob's gone up and given her what for, along with his Queen, and that's allowed him to go in with a quad lava loon and just take it easy, really. Taking in one poison, that's a max donated poison. That's an important use there, and making sure that dragon's tethered to the one spot with the units, that he soaks up that full poison is definitely an important part of it. So you can see it's a couple of defences are a bit lower level, so it is one of the lower Town Hall 9s, but absolutely smashes the base. Doesn't get all of his hounds to pop. Still one hound left there, that's the donated one, but heaps of pups, lots of minions, a couple of whizzies still going there. Didn't need that last heal. Absolutely smashed it. So great war, Ryan. 6-pack on him as well. They were all fresh hits for the lower guys. But yeah, that was it. Good fun war. Only a few weeks left now of regular season, and then we're getting into finals. So hope you guys had a bit of a laugh and clash on.
I wanna hear that bass when I make love. Wanna hear some lyrics when I wake up. Write rhymes to get me through a breakup.